There were plenty of ACC teams that really surprised me last season as to how well they did, and Syracuse was definitely one of them. This was a team that did actually really well, and it looked like that they could make a run for the ACC championship. And they were cut short of that, but how are they going to do in 2019? That's what we're going to be going over today. Syracuse's schedule preview. We're going to be going over a few players that this team will be losing, who they're going to be returning, and also we're going to be looking at their schedule for the first time this offseason. They went 9-4 last season, very good 2018 season. They lose lots of players, however, that includes Dungy. That's probably one of their bigger losses on this team. They lose 3 offensive linemen, 1 tight end, 1 defensive tackle, and 2 linebackers. So on defense, really they're not losing a whole lot, only 3 starters. But really on offense is really where they're taking the hits with the 5 losses. I mean, really this team, it's going to be tough to get to where they were last season, I think, just because, Syracuse is a team that has struggled in the past quite a bit. And last season, with all the seniors that they had, it really helped them quite a bit. But I do believe that they're going to be able to get close to where they were last season. I would not be surprised to see this team go to 8 or 9 wins next season, just because, they're not losing a whole lot of players if you think about it. This still will be a good team in 2019. It will be, once again, 9-4 record is hard to get to. It's never easy to get past 8 wins. I do believe that Syracuse will be able to do that next season. Looking over their schedule now, they got Liberty, Maryland, Clemson, and Western Michigan, along with Holy Cross in September. So really, with those non-conferences, Holy Cross, Western Michigan, Maryland, and Liberty, those 4 games are actually pretty easy non-conference games. The toughest one in there is likely Maryland on the road. That's the one that you probably got to worry about the most. But really, looking at this, also they don't have a home starter until Clemson on September 14th. So they're going to be on the road the first 2 weeks of the season. Should be interesting there. Typically, you don't see a Power 5 conference team have to face 2 road games at the start of the season. Maybe you could see a Group of 5 conference team doing that, but really it's a rarity to see a Power 5 conference team doing that. Clemson at home on September 14th. That is a game that I think you need to worry about for if you're a Clemson fan. But if you're a Syracuse fan, mark that one on your calendar, because I think that is a game that definitely has a chance to be an upset. Just because being at home for the first time in this season, it could mean some pretty great things. I think that they'll have some good momentum going into that game, especially if it's a night one. I believe Syracuse, they have upset Clemson in Syracuse recently. At NC State then on October 10th, that is a Thursday, I believe. You got Pittsburgh then on the 18th. You got Florida State, Boston College, Duke, Louisville, and then Wake Forest. So really, their November is somewhat difficult with Florida State, Florida State's in October, but you got Boston College at home on November 2nd, and Duke, Louisville, 2 road games. 2 road games, no road games are guaranteed in college football. That is something that I can definitely say to you guys. But Wake Forest, though, to finish off the season, I think that they will end up winning that game. Just because Wake Forest, I'm not really expecting a whole lot from them, and being at home as well, that will help them a ton. The other 3 green games that I have include Liberty, Western Michigan, and Holy Cross, 3 non-conference opponents. I consider putting Maryland in green as well, but just because it's a road game against a Power 5 conference team, I did not do that. Estimated record-wise, I say 5-7 to 9-3 is your best bet. I do think, though, if you want a more definite answer, I would say 7 to 9 wins. It's tough. Once again, being this early on in the offseason, it's really tough to predict the record. That is why we're doing this right now. And of course, we're going to go over a final prediction for each one of these teams, including Syracuse, once we get into the summer. But right now, 7 to 9 wins is probably your most likely range as to wins. So they will likely make a pretty good bowl game once again next season. So that wraps up Syracuse's schedule preview. Let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below on Syracuse. I think they'll return to the way that they were last year. Lots of questions about this team next season. Once again, thank you guys all for watching. Stay tuned for more. We're going over the ACC right now. This is our second ACC schedule preview. And once again, thank you guys all for watching, and I will see you all later.